Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cox Connections. Brad Grundmeyer, Director of Public Government Affairs for Cox, Louisiana. Thank you so much for tuning into our segment. We're going to be talking to and with the great folks at the Arts Council of New Orleans. They have their annual Community Arts Award, which recognizes individuals, organizations, and corporations that have outstanding contributions to the arts in New Orleans, and as well as information about when the luncheon takes place, as well as a patron party, and just a lot of the great work that is being taken place at the Arts Council of New Orleans. Joining us, we're happy to have Ms. Mary Lynn Costa, who's the Interim President and CEO. Mary Lynn, thanks for coming by, as well as Ms. Lindsay Glatz, who is the Marketing Director for the Arts Council of New Orleans. Thank you, ladies, for coming by. I really appreciate it. And they brought some great things, too. We'll show you in just a second, but I don't know if, Carlene, if we can put you on the spot here. But we've got some great awards, and we'll talk to everybody about, you can see there they are, and over here, they're fantastic, Mary Lynn. Now tell me, we can jump into this. Where is this coming from? Is this a part of the awards each year for the community award?
Each year we have an artist who makes the awards.
Okay.
Over the 35 years of this event, we have had artists like Luis Colmenares, Mignon Fagé, Mitch Godet.
Not too shabby.
No, it's quite not. But we also have this piece here, the glass pieces by Mark Rosenbaum of Rose Tree Glass. Then we have Michael Cain's piece, which is an LED lighted piece over there, and he's a locally known neon sculptor. And then this piece is by Peg Martinez, and she is one of the artists who's featured at our Arts Market of New Orleans. So not only do we have the older, more established artists that you would know, we have been challenging and allowing some of these new artists who want to go outside their own box, the way they're making things, and really, really produce something that they feel is representative of the contributions that the recipients have made. So we don't select the artist until we know who the recipients are.
Very nice.
And of course the recipients are nominated by the community.
I was going to say, tell us a little about the Community Arts Awards.
They are nominated by the community.
Okay.
And then the actual selection committee is past recipients who really do know.
That makes sense.
The arts community. So every year they sit down and they go, oh my gosh, this person's never been nominated before, he's never won it. And it's just that the New Orleans community is so rich, and people are so happy to recognize what their fellow artist in every discipline has contributed.
And it's fantastic, and we'll let everybody know a list of the 2011 recipients in just a little bit. But for Lindsay, for yourself, it must be such an exciting experience going through the vetting, picking the selections, having the recipients, and of course this all leads up to the awards luncheon taking place in September. It must be a great event.
It really is, and it definitely shows the depth and breadth of New Orleans artistic community, because I mean, even this year the recipients, we have Joanne Clevenger, who is, you know, a lovely culinary artist and working with and runs Upperline Restaurant, but also, you know, she's filled her restaurant with
art
with art, and you know, is really supportive of the arts community. We have Luis Barroso, who has, you know, made a career off his theater production, and that's, you know, today that's a really rare thing, that an actor can be, you know, 100% full-time paid by his theater contributions. We also have Dave Bartholomew, who's a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. I mean, you know, he goes without saying, absolutely, done some great, you know, worked with some of the great musicians of our time. We also have this year the Lolis Aragilai, who, you know, is a writer for Treme, and that absolutely
TP writer for quite a while as well.
Definitely, and just released a documentary on the Faubourg Treme and the, you know, untold story of the Black history of New Orleans. So just some great, you know.
Freddie Williams Evans, you were talking about a little bit before, Mary Lynn, a great arts educator.
Right, she's taught in Jefferson Parish for many, many years, but one of the things this year that she was able to do was to have the city rededicate Beauregard Square as Congo Square, which was its original name, and she's also written a beautiful history about Congo Square and its contribution to the development of our city.
Milton G. Sherman, architect and
educator.
Milton
is just a wonderful person. Milton has been teaching at Tulane for over 50 years.
Wow.
And if you look at the architectural community here in New Orleans who've graduated from Tulane, 99% of them were in Milton's class.
So as we were saying earlier, you're probably shocked that, or some of the recipients previous recipients were shocked that Milton hadn't been recognized.
Oh, absolutely. They say, we know him as a musician. You know, we forget that Milton not only is very, very active in Musica to Camera, which has won the award in the past, but he's never been recognized for his contribution as an architect and as an artist and an educator. So that's just that way that, you know, so many people in New Orleans, art inspires art. And he crosses both musician genre as well as that design genre.
And so lastly, of course, outside of recognizing individuals and organizations, corporations, this year you're going to be recognizing, which is appropriately the Louisiana Cultural Economy Foundation.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
They've done a great
Those were words, to be honest with you, in the vernacular. It wasn't really a part of vernacular 3, 4, 5 years ago. Now we talk about cultural economy and we think about that there's opportunities from a business model and from a, you know, how it benefits the community from true business perspective. This is kind of new language for many people.
Absolutely, and definitely something that they helped create. You know, with their grants that they provided to the community, we're really focused on helping artists build their careers and being sustainable. And you know, that's definitely a shared mission with the Arts Council.
And this year, you have the 2000 Chairman's Award, which goes to a beloved former mayor, Moon Landry, who of course was instrumental in starting the Arts Council, had the vision back in what, early mid-70s.
Yes, right, absolutely, in the mid-70s. And of course, our founder, Thomas B. Lemon, who's a local lawyer, the two of them together formed that public-private partnership that is the Arts Council and created that relationship with a private nonprofit and the city so that we work with the city to do their public art program and to also distribute community arts grants.
Well, let's let everybody know there's a couple of dates which are significant. First, again, we're talking about the Community Arts Awards. The luncheon will be taking place on Tuesday, September 20th, correct?
That's absolutely right.
And it's going to be fantastic because you can't go too shabby when you're at the Roosevelt Hotel.
No, absolutely. And this is the first year we're at that location, so we're really excited about bringing the event and having such a great setting. One thing to note about our Arts Awards is that we start at 11, and from 11 to noon.
To 1:30, yeah, to noon. Okay,
to noon, we have an art preview. So instead of having flowers or different centerpieces, it's all art on the table.
Very cool.
So you're at the event to honor artists, and you're surrounded by art, and it's just a really great community experience.
And the program is from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. again at the Roosevelt Hotel. Again, the Arts Council of New Orleans. For more information, you can go call them at 504-523-1465. We'll give you the web address in just a little bit. And so this is going to be a great event. The actual program, again, ends at 1:30 p.m. Give us an idea of what the program looks like, Marilyn. Is it just pictures or a lot of their art on display, or how does that work?
The centerpieces are art from the artist who will be making the award this year. It's Jeremy Ballard, who is an artist at the Arts Market, and we will be asking other artists as well as some of the past creators of our awards if they would like to be on the centerpiece, you know, be the centerpieces. And those are sold, they're for sale, and that's why we're doing this preview, because sometimes people try to sneak in a little early and put their big sold sign right on it. So we do this preview. Oh no, we let that happen. Because then the artists benefit from that. They get 75%.
And this is the 35th anniversary of the awards, and the nice part about it is the culmination of Arts Week 2011 as well.
Right.
Absolutely. And Arts Week, it's a week-long event of different programs. So we're really trying to showcase that in the Arts Council, we're not just about visual arts. We have, we serve musicians. We do the public art program for the city. We provide legal services to artists. So there's all types of events. And just for more information, go to our website.
So it's the application side, but the business side as well.
Absolutely.
So we're talking workshops, activities, webinars, events, all around. And of course, let's remind everybody, if you want to learn more, you can go to, of course, the Arts Council of New Orleans website, which is www.artscouncilofneworleans.org. It's, again, a great website if you want to learn anything about the Arts Council of New Orleans, the great work, their mission, how, of course, all these events really support the core of what the Arts Council does, correct?
It does provide the money from the Arts Awards provides unrestricted operating support.
That's nice. And you guys have been doing such fantastic work in this community. since the mid-'70s, and it's just really inspiring in the great work that you guys are doing. So I congratulate both of you for continuing to inspire. And we live in a great community. We're culturally rich, and the arts are definitely a part of that.
It's very easy to do this.
And another thing that we could remind you of, again, in recognition of this, is the Patron Party coming up on Monday, September the 19th. Tell me a little bit about that, Lindsay. What will the Patron Party incorporate at the Windsor Court Hotel? Again, you picked some great hotels, you guys. Yes. Roosevelt now at the Windsor Court. Tell us about that, 6 to 8.
Well, the Windsor Court, they generously host the event for us, which we greatly appreciate. And from 6 to 8, we just have, it's a wonderful event held in the grill room where people can really get up close and personal with the artists and the recipients. Nice. and just really have some meaningful conversations, and we honor them there. And just, it's a wonderful time for the arts community to get together and celebrate what we do best.
Yeah, these people that inspire, that encourage, that motivate us, it's just significant, and I think it's just going to be an amazing event. Again, the Arts Council Patron Party on the 19th of September, followed by the actual Community Arts Awards Luncheon on Tuesday, September 20th at the Roosevelt Hotel, and again, the Windsor Court for the Patron Party. More information, you can go to the artscouncilneworleans.org or give them a call at 504-523-1465 for more information. Again, artscouncilneworleans.org, 523-1465. And Mary Lynn, thank you so much for your 15 years of service, and Lindsay as well. We appreciate all of your efforts, and I wish you a great event coming up in September.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming by. All right, everybody, that wraps up this segment of Cox Connections. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.